Welcome to another episode of Pet Central. My name's Cece, and this week we have people who look like dogs, cats who watch the Olympics, and so much more. Stay tuned. Sometimes you just gotta get that one perfect shot. And as any cameraman will tell you, getting into tight spaces can be a bit of a trick. However, this next cinematographer literally stole the show with the shot of a lifetime. So, who is this cameraman and what is this shot that we speak of? Well, it all began when Viva Frey decided to leave his GoPro near a tree to try and film some squirrels. However, things then went differently when our would-be cameraman, a squirrel, had some other ideas. Much to Frey's surprise, the squirrel decided the GoPro in question seemed rather interesting, prompting him to grab it and race back up the tree. The footage then resulted in giving viewers the ride of a lifetime from the perspective of the furry cameraman, rushing up the tree, past the leaves, over the branches, and more. The video, titled Squirrel Takes GoPro, gives the best point of view ever as to how a squirrel sees the world, and has earned nearly 180,000 views. After the squirrels run up the tree, he thankfully decided the camera wasn't for him, or as we probably guessed, realized it wasn't edible. So he then threw it back to the ground and returned it to its rightful owner, who then gave it an approving thumbs up. Nonetheless, this was indeed a shot not to be forgotten. Okay, we've covered some bizarre pet behavior on this show before, but this next kitty may take the cake in relation to having the most mysterious and unusual behavior yet. This story focuses on a cat called Keys, who lives in California with her human Peter Mares. And all seemed normal until one day, for reasons unexplained, she suddenly decides to stand on her hind legs and put both paws up in the air. Thinking it was a one-time quirky thing, Mares then said it got both interesting and amusing when she then started doing it pretty much every day. This prompted her owner to both nickname her Gold Kitty and start an Instagram, which quickly gained 19,000 followers. And as seen by the photos here, Gold Kitty literally does this pose randomly no matter where she is. Mayor said that he doesn't know why Keys does this, and we can only assume that either she's committed a crime and is fessing up, wants her owner to give her a high 10, or as her nickname suggests, really wants to 10 goal for a yet unknown kitty soccer team. Anyhow, let us know what you think in the comments below. I for one think she is so cute. Welcome to another session of Ask the Vet, where you get to ask one of our vets a question about your pet. This week's question comes from Enron Con, who asks, "My cat only wants to eat dry food and not wet food. Is this an issue?"
Well, I guess since they've been little kittens, you've fed them dry food. And the dry food manufacturers are very, very smart because they have a recipe just like we make a cake, and they balance the diet. But what they do is they put a nice flavor on the outside. They usually have some machinery and they mix up a fish flavor or a salmon flavor or a turkey flavor, and they spray it over the outsides of the food. And it's usually a little bit salty. So just like you and I might be enticed to continue to take some water by eating some chips or some French fries, your cats are subjected to kind of salty, nice flavored dry food that they just can't resist. However, it's not that simple, because in the wild, a cat never would eat 2 square meals a day like humans, or 3 square meals a day. What cats do is they're hunters, they're predators, they go after their prey. And a cat in the wild would probably have to stalk, hunt, kill and eat up to 10 to 13 or 14 mice every single day, depending on the size of your cat. So to go back to your question for a minute, if your cat prefers dry food, it's not that easy to get him not to eat it, but just make sure he's always got access to clean, fresh drinking water every single minute of the day.
And that's it for another session of Ask the Vet. Now, if you want one of our vets to answer a question about your pet, make sure to hop onto our Facebook page and leave a comment with the hashtag AskTheVet. Well, with the Summer Olympics in Rio, you just know we would have to see a pet story pop up somewhere. So, with humans glued to their TV screens, cheering on their favorite athletes, you may be surprised to hear that our feline friends are getting in on the excitement as well. Yes, Instagram and Twitter users all over the world have noted how cats in particular have not only been watching the amazing display of colors on the screens, but have also been getting very up close and personal with them. As this video shows here, this little kitty in Japan has been desperate to catch a footballer or two during this heated game featuring the Japanese national team. He literally puts his paws on the screen, looks behind it, and follows the players and the ball as the game plays out. However, this entire litter of cats was caught watching an epic session of Olympic trampolining, as they were both mesmerized by and tried to catch one such athlete while he bounced up and down. Once more, they seemed both confused and out of luck. Anyhow, cat lovers all over the internet have posted comments such as, "These animals are so adorable. I wish my kittens showed an interest in sports like this. Wow, they're watching things much more seriously than I ever do. My cats go crazy when the tennis is on. It's like they want to be the ones competing at the games." Anyhow, with such an enthusiastic feline audience, it's nice to know that the Olympics can entertain both the owners and cats at once. Yet, one must wonder, who is actually having the most fun? Have you ever spotted an owner with their dog and quietly mused to yourself, "Wow, they look kind of alike"? Well, no need to worry, because this next story may confirm that humans may indeed have their own doggy doppelgangers. So, where is the evidence for this, you ask? Well, all you need to do is hop onto Twitter, follow YouAreDogNow, send in a pic of you, and voila! A picture of you and your doggy doppelganger, aka your doppelganger, will be posted. Anyhow, you don't need to take my word for it. Here are some prime examples for you to check out. First up, we have this gentleman right here, and we think we have something pretty close. Moving on, we have this lady, and well, yeah, maybe I can kind of see something. But, oh wow, I think they really did get closer on this one. I can see the pose and their elegant hair. Yes, this works. Here we have a cute couple, and we do indeed see the love in both pictures. Up next, we have none other than Justin Timberlake. And yes, we can indeed see the resemblance, especially in the hair. Moving on to politics, we have none other than President Barack Obama with his lookalike. And yes, they do indeed have a similar expression. And now, even more politics with Bernie Sanders, who, well, yes, we think the haircut may be the link here. And talking about wild haircuts, Donald Trump is pretty much spot on right here. Something about the eyes as well in this one. And finally, we have this woman who, well, that's just clever. If you want to check out more doggy gangers and find out which pooch looks a lot like you, then just hop onto Twitter, follow YouAreDogNow, and send your picture in. Anyhow, it's a heck of a lot of fun, ×2. And that's it for another episode of Pet Central. If you want to keep up to date with all the latest pet news, make sure you hit subscribe below. Till next time, bye!